Will these emails stop the Democrats' momentum, Harlan? I mean, I know Angela's been making the point, like, enough already with the emails. Can we move on? Like, they've made their point.
No. Well, first of all, we haven't had enough already with the emails. We should litigate this in the court of public opinion, because the revelations that have come out of WikiLeaks, that have come out of Gucci for Two, the American people want to see this. And the fact that the traditional media and the Democratic and Republican establishments are trying to tamper this down really concerns me. Because, you know, I mean, for instance, looking at the cozy relationship between Politico and the DNC was really concerning. Submitting stories to the DNC for approval before this writer even sent it to his own editors. I mean, there's real concern about whether or not the system's rigged, and it looks more and more that it is. And I'm not going to stop talking about
Angela,
Sandra, people...
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will there be an October surprise is my question. I mean, Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, he has said he's got more, and that he's going to release it very timely. Do you think there will be more?
Well, I think there will be more, and he actually said, too, that he wasn't after Donald Trump, so it seems like he's after the Democrats. And what's going on with that kid that was killed, the 27-year-old that worked for the DNC? That could be an October surprise, but the American people really don't care about the emails. The American people care about those bread and butter issues. How am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay my car note? How am I going to pay my bills? That's what they care about, day-to-day things. This inside the Beltway stuff is not going to work.
Well, Angela, it seems like every Republican strategist and thought leader who we have on these shows every day, they articulate a better message for Trump than he often does himself. How do you fix that?
He has to have surrogates out there. Listen, Dagan, I worked in politics for a very long time. Whenever you have to explain what your candidate really actually meant, and whenever a candidate has to come back and explain, that wastes time, and that's on the world of defeat. And also, Donald Trump said that he's going to lose Pennsylvania. Donald Trump, don't you like winners? I like winners, too. Why are you talking about defeat? We haven't even run the true race yet.
Wow. What do you think of all that?
I mean, I think people are losing sight of the real issue at hand, and he needs to get his ground game going in these in the contentious states that can help him win the Electoral College, and he's not doing that. And Hank, I think you can talk about how the Democrats actually have a great ground game on that. Trump can get close to winning the popular vote, but still lose the Electoral College.
And Hank, before you take that, I want to point out New Hampshire, Clinton's got 45%, Trump's got 36% there. The bright spot that we're looking at this morning for Donald Trump in Florida, he's got a huge edge there. 66% going for Trump, 37% for Clinton.
Even the Real Clear Politics average has her slightly ahead. So even when you do an average of those polls in Florida, and she's winning by 4 percentage points in Georgia. That's not the average, but it was a recent poll. The Republicans have won every race, every presidential race in Georgia since '96, I think.
Right. Well, look, these are very troubling numbers for the Republicans. Of that, there's no question. The real game is, will they lose the Senate as well? There will come a point where no matter what Donald Trump does, if this continues, he won't be able to stem the tide. October surprise won't matter. He's got to stop this today.
And women, a huge, huge issue for Trump.
Absolutely.
New Hampshire, that's really where he's getting crushed. Clinton's got 51% with women there, 29% for Trump. Angela McLowan, thank you for joining us this morning, and Hank Scheinkoff, good to have you both.